Hey everyone, Steven here, autistic YouTuber, and welcome to Toastamac. And today, I want to take a moment to be real with you about something. 2025, while it's had its ups, has been a really rough year for the autistic community. Many of you already know some of the reasons why, so I'm not going to reiterate those reasons again. But I will say that it's enough to make people feel confused, upset, angry, and perhaps more than anything, powerless, like nothing they do will ever change anything. And the cold truth is, we can't wait for this one miraculous person to appear out of nowhere, wave a magic wand, and then suddenly make everything better. We have to figure this out ourselves. So, to that end, I have been brainstorming some ideas along with some friends and some people online, and together we've come up with this short list on how to help autistic people in 2026. We'll have to begin at the most basic level first, that being, you guessed it, spreading awareness.
No disrespect, but we've heard this one about a bajillion times already. It's about informing other people about what autism really is, the ways it can affect how people and their families live their lives, all while reassuring them that it's not the end of the world, that it could be something special. Simple, right?
You are only partially correct. We'll go over the other parts throughout this video, but much like building a Lego set or a Lego creation of your own, you can't fully complete what you want to build without setting up the core foundations to hold everything together first. As long as people are asking what autism is, or as long as there is confusion about autism, there is still a need for awareness. Like he said, it's pretty simple to do. You can start up a conversation with someone about it, share stories about other autistic people, or, if you're in the working world, you can check with your bosses and higher-ups if either A, the organization has specialized training to help employees assist neurodivergent customers, or B, if there are neurodivergent workers, if the organization has any accommodations that can help them. Through these simple steps, and others, we can make a more safe, and for that matter, a more welcoming environment for autistic people. And hey, if a workplace doesn't have either of those, well, there's nothing stopping you from making a proposal to the higher-ups about it, is there? Since we are on the subject of awareness, another thing we need to do is to dispel the misconceptions and misunderstandings that surround autism on a regular basis. There are two main sources. Number one is stereotypes, which, if you recall, are created when observations of just a few people with shared traits are applied to an entire group of people without even trying to get to know each individual. They're persistent, they're annoying, and they're hard to get rid of. Number two is unfortunately when someone spreads information that is not true in the slightest, much like back in the 90s when Andrew Wakefield made that claim about a certain link between autism and vaccines, even though he had no solid evidence, or even this year when a certain somebody said,
Whoa! What if they're watching this right now, dude?
Don't worry about it. Lots of people already know how ridiculous that sounded.
You know what? Fair.
Only by giving people the most accurate information and showing the world that these stereotypes don't completely define us, can we finally break these molds that society has put in place for us and begin to pave the way to true understanding.
I hear you, but I still don't feel like we're doing enough. This is just more of the same. I get that these two steps are important, but if we really want to make things better for autistic people, then we need to think of solutions beyond the steps of awareness and acceptance. Like, I don't know, fostering enthusiasm for our authenticity? How about that?
Go on.
Although telling others about autism is fine and dandy, there are some things in life that you must see or experience to believe. Things that cannot be expressed by mere words alone. As each autistic is different, each person will have their very own special talent or skill, something that no one else can copy. So, if we're really going to create an environment where autistic people are more included, we have to build enthusiasm not solely on autism, but also our originality, to celebrate that which makes us unique. My recommendation is to champion those who want to showcase their talents and get their message out to the world, such as Armani Williams, the first ever NASCAR driver openly diagnosed with autism who competes in races all across the country and collaborates with organizations to inspire other autistic people to pursue their dreams. We also have Shivam Talwar from Best Buddies in Colorado. He is an amazing piano player who can play complex music pieces after only hearing them a couple times. Ooh, and on top of that, he is a global ambassador, a representative of Best Buddies who promotes the IDD community in addition to speaking to businesses, lawmakers, and other organizations from around the world. The craziest part? Anyone of almost any age can show off their skills. Heck, these two examples are even younger than Steven.
Hey now, you trying to say I'm old?
Oh no, not at all, Steven. I'm saying you're a fossil.
Oh. Now I just feel depressed.
This is nowhere near scratching the surface. There are many autistic people out there showing what they can do, and even more whose talents have yet to be seen. We got the skills, all we need is a chance and a platform for people to see what we can do. In fact, I think Steven might be planning something like that for autistic people next year.
Shh! Keep that under wraps. I haven't finalized it yet.
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
To find these platforms, as well as getting in touch with the autistic community, your best bet is to find and join a non-profit organization, specifically those that support autism, like Best Buddies, as we mentioned earlier. Or, for those in North America, we have Autism Society of America and even Scouting America. Scouting America in particular has been supporting special needs in scouting for a very long time. Even back when I was in scouting, which was, 15 plus years ago? Back when it was still called Boy Scouts of America? So yeah, a long time. Do try to remember that this is more than just finding resources and platforms. This is your chance to find friends and families that could also be autistic, get to know each other, compare notes, have fun at an event or camping, live a little. And I know what some of you might be thinking. If I'm joining a non-profit organization, does that mean I have to donate large sums of money on the regular? Not at all, provided that you are not the only one committing.
Let me break down some math for you. If 100 people donated $1 each, you get $100. Or if 100 people donated $5 each, you get $500. Or if 20 people donated $20 each, you get $400. Or if 100 people donated $20 each, you get $2,000. It just goes to show you that it's not about writing big fat checks all the time. It's about getting enough people involved. And ultimately, that's how a community grows in the first place, bringing people together through common goals and interests, and not just huge piles of cash.
There is one more idea that I want to share with you, and arguably, it's the most important one of them all, and that is, we need to be more accepting of the people around us. It's pretty straightforward and one of my golden rules. Treat people as people. No more, no less. After all, we can't expect the people around us to treat us as equals when we ourselves are not willing to do the same. If you want something to change, then be the change. Be the example you want others to follow. And again, this doesn't take too much. Just get to know each other, take their thoughts and feelings seriously, invite them to lunch or an activity, share some jokes provided they're appropriate, and even share special interests or hobbies. These gestures might seem small or insignificant to some, but believe me, to the right person, it could make a world of difference. That's all the advice I have for next year. Although, I must confess, this is more of a personal wish rather than a set goal, and everything I have listed here could be just more of the same to you. And that's okay. As I said earlier, we can't wait for just one person to miraculously make everything better. It's important, now more than ever, for all of us to come together to make the future that we truly want. And as for me, I'm going to be making some major changes to the channel next year to not only take better care of myself, a minor detail of course, but also to work towards this personal wish of mine, regardless of how little or huge progress is made. I can't do it alone though. I'm going to need your help. So, are you in? As always, if you have any more thoughts, ideas, or questions you want to share, tell us about it in the comments section below. With that, we have arrived at the end. Thank you for watching, everybody, and thank you so much for your patience. I know this video took a lot longer to get out there, but it really means a lot to have your support, really. And of course, a special shout out to Help Autism Center for becoming a member of the Toastamac Chow Club. That's all I got for you. Like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next year. Wait a minute. I just realized, next year is actually the 10-year anniversary of Toastamac. Could be fun.